here in the arena. I've had to really get used to doing a lot of stuff at night ever since med school started, and I moved out here. So I really like just coming out here and spending time with my horses. It's a place where I can come to just to kind of get away if I've been studying at home a lot, or I just got off a rotation and I just need some outside time. And it's also very grounding for me just to be out here, be in the dirt. I always feel better when I go home. So I'm currently on a rotation at the VA hospital. I'm on a psychology rotation, and it's been really interesting. Just had a meeting yesterday with our advisors, and now we're actually able to start scheduling our 4th year. And we are still finishing up 3rd year right now. I've got about 4 more rotations left, and then I take step 2. So I'm really excited for 4th year. I think it's going to allow for more kind of personalization of my schedule. I'd really like to take a lot of kind of like consult services in the beginning for internal medicine, do like a pulmonology rotation and a gastroenterology, maybe neurology rotation, and then I'll do my sub-I. I'd like to do my sub-I in internal medicine, so I'm going to plan on doing that sometime between maybe June and July. And then after that, I'd like to do an away rotation as well. There you go. I had to switch over to my phone because my iPad was dying. Right now I'm studying for step 2, and I think I've been able to kind of stay relaxed through it pretty well. There are moments where I feel a little bit overwhelmed and everything, but I've kind of realized that I've been through this before. When I was studying for step 1, I remember it seemed like a huge daunting process, and you have a lot of times that you're just feeling like you're doubting yourself, and you're like, what if all the things I'm doing isn't correct? What if my process isn't correct? And you're like trying to compare yourself to others, but then you get through it and you pass, and you realize that you should have just trusted yourself in the end, because you were doing what was right for you. I feel like having that experience already in med school only helps me kind of prepare myself for these next exams. So now it'll be step 2. So I've realized that medical school overall has been just a huge school of life lessons. One of the biggest ones is keeping perspective, as well as also learning how to work with people. And I know pretty much all jobs are like that, but especially with medicine. I think another huge lesson I've learned in medical school is that it's really important to keep that life balance and continue to do those hobbies that you used to do before school. So for me, definitely continuing to spend time with horses, and as well as just incorporating them into other things. So if I don't have time to come see my horses and go for a run, I'll do both at once. So I will take Candy for runs with me. And on that note, I'm going to do a little bit of riding tonight. So one thing that has really helped me since being in school has been just kind of giving myself a goal every week on those little things I'm going to do for myself. And so one of them is riding. I have noticed though, since school has gone on, that sometimes I'll just be really tired, or I won't have a whole lot of time to do like a full ride, like a good arena workout or a good trail ride. And so sometimes what I'll just do is just hop on bareback and just go around the arena, or go out on a little bit of a trail ride. And maybe I'll just like get on and off and like jog and walk, but at least I got some riding in. I would get into these habits of just wanting to come out, and I'd let the horses out and I'd clean stalls and everything, and I love doing that as well. But I don't want to stop riding. Life only gets busier as we get more responsibility, and so I want to start good habits now and make riding a priority. Another thing that riding helps me with is kind of checking in with my body, because I can tell just from studying and the posture that I sit in when I study, or when I'm holding a lot of tension in my shoulders, just from day-to-day stress, it comes through in my riding. So I can feel when I'm off balance, or I'm putting more weight into one hip versus the other, or my shoulders are very tense and stuff. It's a good heads up that I need to stretch and I need to continue to work out and strengthen muscles. So I just finished some trotting and cantering with her. I think sometimes it just helps us both just to do some light workout, some trotting and cantering, and then it also always helps to have some treats for her. So now I'm just gonna go muck some stalls, and then we'll just get her put away, give them some grain and everything, and get them tucked in for the night. Alrighty, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I'll have a lot of videos in the future with the horses, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.